did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more.
Issue 220 of Computer Music Magazine is all about things pitch related. So to mark the occasion, we're giving away an amazing pitch editor and instant harmony generator for PC and Mac in the form of Vielklang 2CM from those genius German pitchmeisters, zplane. This breathtaking bit of kit not only lets you sort out pitch and timing problems for your audio or MIDI files, but also generates up to 3 intelligent harmony voices from a monophonic source in just a couple of clicks. It's really easy to use, and it'll have you or your vocalist sounding like a squadron of professional backing singers in no time at all. It's not just about vocals though. Vielklang 2CM can work wonders with other monophonic instruments too. Strings, synths, unison brass, guitar, even quite heavy guitar, and much more. It really is a pitch wrangling powerhouse, and to show you just what it's capable of, in this video we're going to take a vocal with noticeable pitch and timing issues like this.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take a risk.
Fix these issues so it sounds like this.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take a risk.
And generate awesome harmonies like this.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk.
So let's take a closer look at what Vielklang 2CM can do for your recordings. With Vielklang 2CM installed, create a new project in your DAW at 128 BPM and import vk2cmtrack.wav and vk2cmvoxgood.wav from the tutorial files folder onto 2 audio tracks at bar 1, beat 1.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more.
The vocal sounds great, as we hired professional vocalist Donna Marie for the occasion. But what if your vocalist's pitch and timing accuracy aren't quite up to this standard? Delete vk2cmvoxgood.wav and instead load vk2cmvoxpitchy.wav. For this take, we asked Donna Marie to sing some lines deliberately out of tune and early to the beat for the purposes of this tutorial. No mean feat.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take a risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more. No more.
Create a new software instrument track and load up an instance of Vielklang 2CM onto it. Remember, if your DAW categorizes its plugins like Logic does here, you'll find Vielklang 2CM listed in the Instruments menu rather than the Effects menu. Any file you import into Vielklang 2CM will be placed wherever your play cursor is located, so make sure that your DAW's transport is parked at the point the audio needs to be inserted. In this case, bar 1, beat 1. With the plugin window open, navigate to the file that you want to harmonise or pitch correct by clicking the Import button. Alternatively, you can drag and drop an audio MIDI file directly onto the view pane, either from your desktop or, if supported, from within your DAW's project browser. Audio files can be stereo, but they need to be monophonic, only one sound happening at any one time, such as solo voice, trumpet, lead guitar, or monosynth. Things like guitar chords and house piano won't work. We've selected the file vk2cmvoxpitchy.wav that we imported into the project earlier. Vielklang will instantly analyse the audio file and present you with a melody properties window, asking you to review the choices the software has made regarding the key and scale of the imported audio. You can make manual adjustments here if needed, but Vielklang's guess of A aeolic minor here is correct, so we click OK to proceed. Mute the original vocal track in your project, then hit play in your DAW to hear the imported audio.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more. No more.
The pitch analysis has been drawn in the piano roll display, but no harmonies have been generated yet. When working with audio that needs both pitch correction and harmonizing, as in this case, it makes sense to correct the melody's pitch first, before generating the harmonies, otherwise they'll need pitch correction too. The entire file is selected for editing by default. Selected notes have a red border, so we can perform a really swift general pitch correction by snapping all the detected notes to the nearest note. This is done by holding down the Shift key and right or Control clicking any note. You can see all the notes jump as their pitches are quantized. Have a listen to the result.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more. No more.
Okay, it's fixed a large percentage of the pitch problems, but there are a couple of problem areas where some of the notes were so far out of tune that they've been shifted to an unintended pitch. Let's look at the first phrase. The first three notes, what did you
have to
are flat by one semitone as a group. We click in the background to deselect all the notes, then zoom in and draw a selection rectangle around just those three words. Position the cursor in the centre of one of the notes and drag upwards until they all snap up onto the pitch row one semitone above. You get some audio feedback to guide you here. If you move the cursor horizontally along the note with the mouse button held down, you can scrub back and forth to check that the pitch is correct along the note's length.
What did you have to do that for? You know.
To stop the words flying off the screen when zoomed in, toggle auto-scrolling on and off with the F key.
What did you have to do that for? You know. What did you have to do that for? You know. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna.
The words ain't and gonna at the start of bar 4 are a semitone sharp. Double-click on either of them to zoom in close, then select them both and place the cursor in the centre of one of them. This time though, you can hold down the Alt key as you drag downwards, and this allows you to make a fine adjustment in hundredths of a semitone or cents, if needed.
Do that for? You know I ain't gonna.
Notes can even be resized or repositioned to change their timing. At bar 6, the phrase, what did you have to do that for, is very early to the beat.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna.
Draw a selection window around the whole phrase, and with Alt held down to prevent the position of unselected notes being affected, position the cursor over the left area of any note until a hand icon appears. Now drag all the selected words to the right until they're in time with the track. The remainder of the phrase stays in position.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna.
Now we jump forward to bar 10.
Don't wanna take a risk.
Due to its incorrect intonation, the A from the phrase take a risk
Don't wanna take a risk.
has been detected as two separate notes, and almost the whole phrase is a semitone flat. Select the Cut and Glue tool, hold down Alt for the glue tool, and click the two split notes to join them back together. Click the tool again to exit Cut and Glue mode, then shift the notes to their correct pitches.
Don't wanna take a risk.
When finished, the phrase should look and sound like this.
Don't wanna take a risk.
As a comparison, here's how the original untuned version sounds.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take a risk.
And here's the corrected version.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take a risk.
So now it's time to harmonise. Firstly, to illustrate the basics of how Vielklang 2CM's harmoniser does its thing, and to highlight the fact that it isn't limited to working with just vocals, we're first going to harmonise a simple string line. If you want to follow along, create a new empty project at 120 BPM, add a Vielklang 2CM, and import the file vk2cmstrings.wav from the tutorial files folder. It correctly works out the key and scale as C aeolic minor. With all notes deselected, click the Harmonise button to generate harmonies for all the notes. These are shown as coloured blobs in the display, with the melody in yellow, and their settings are displayed in the Settings pane. Choose between 4, 3, or 2-voiced intelligent harmonies, derived from the chord progressions shown in the chord bar, or standard parallel harmonies at intervals that can be set via these fruit machine dials. We've gone for the 3-voiced intelligent setting. The accordion-like control to the right controls the ambitus, the range of possible notes available for harmony generation. Drag this up or down to increase or decrease the range. Just click on a note to activate a harmony for editing. Harmony notes can be resized, repositioned, and repitched, just like any of the notes in the melody as shown previously. Let's now go back to our vocal project and apply the same techniques to our tuned solo vocal.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more.
With a complex line like this, you'll probably want to make some adjustments to get the perfect result.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more.
But Vielklang's harmony editor is so flexible that you can reach this point amazingly quickly.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust. What did you have to do that for? You know I. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more. No more.
Any sections that you don't want harmonized can quickly be restored by simply highlighting and deleting the unwanted harmony notes. The controls in the voice controls pane affect all of the notes in each voice simultaneously. Tune applies pitch quantization to all notes.
Did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk.
While drift adjusts the overall deviation of the pitch curve from the average pitch.
You no more. No more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more.
Timing humanizes the timing of each voice to make it more urgent sounding or laid back.
You no more. No more.
While shape adjusts the formant, useful for giving each voice a different character.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more. No more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more. No more.
Remember, these controls can be used on the melody voice even if you're not generating extra harmonies.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk.
Next, we click the Mixer tab and use the XY pads to adjust volume and pan settings simultaneously for each voice.
I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this.
Alternatively, you can use the sliders that appear when you mouse over each pad to do this.
No more.
Double-click these to set them to their default values.
What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. What did you have to do that for? You know I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more.
The headphone buttons solo a voice. The speaker buttons mute and unmute it.
Do that for you, no, I ain't gonna trust you no more.
This is useful when editing harmony voices in isolation.
Have to do that for you, no, I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk.
Once we're done editing, we can export the audio back into our DAW by soloing each voice individually in the Mixer tab and bouncing the output of the plugin to a separate audio file for each voice. To finish it off, here we've applied Side Widener, which you can find in the CM Plugins folder, to each harmony to add stereo width, along with compression, reverb and delay. The results are thoroughly convincing.
You have to do that for you, no, I ain't gonna trust you no more. Don't wanna take the risk. Oh, I can't go on like this. Can't trust in you no more.
If you think Vielklang 2CM is as impressive as we do, check out its bigger brother, the full version of Vielklang Instant Harmony 2, which has extra features, including more scale types, incredibly advanced pitch and vibrato editing controls, audio to MIDI conversion, and MIDI controllable harmony generation. And while you're at it, why not investigate zplane's other plugins too? Elastic Pitch offers top quality real-time pitch and formant shifting, while the PP Emulator XL loudness and peak meter exactly mimics the look and feel of a professional broadcast peak performance meter. Head to www.zplane.de to find out more.
Download over 30 exclusive plugins. Get hundreds of pro-quality samples and power up your production skills with in-depth tutorials. We break it down for you step by step, and you'll see exactly how it's done in expert video guides and producer masterclass sessions with pro producers. Get all this and more with Computer Music Magazine every month on iPad and iPhone, PC and Mac, Android, and in print.